Hey everyone, this is Max, and I'm very excited about today's video because we're talking variables. Yes, right. So Webflow recently updated or released a major update, and one part of those updates was variables. So if you're familiar with variables, maybe in Figma, Figma, I think a few months ago, they also released this new functionality. And now it also came into Webflow. I think this is an amazing leap forward, and it makes designing so much more easier, so much more consistable, and it gives the opportunities to unseen designs and just makes it so much easier. And I would say, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Cool. So I'm here in Webflow, and I just prepared a very simple page. And as you can see, it looks a little bit wireframey, right? It looks a little bit dull. So nothing really fits yet. But before we get into this, I show you what we're here for, and that's variables, right? So here on the left panel, right here, we can jump into variables if it works. And I already prepared a view. So now you can really put your entire kind of design system here. So I have some border radius, I have some colors, and I would say let's design, or not design, let's add some more variables to this, right? So you go here on the right, then you can add size, color, font family. And Webflow basically announced there's going to be more types of variables being added in the future, but already this is extremely powerful. So let's add a font family. And here on the little cogwheel, we can actually change the name. So I would say we call this font. And the same as you might know it already from Figma, this is being separated into folders with a /. So here I call it font, maybe primary. Let's add some font here. Maybe it can be anything. Maybe Chunga 1. What are we taking? Are we taking impact? All right, let's take impact. Let's add another one. Font family. And the good thing is what I recommend to just copy this first part, and then we can call it here paragraph. And our paragraphs, we might want to do it in Lato. And we can also add some more colors. We can add more spacing. We can have here maybe, for example, space. And what I would do is just copy this part here, and then we can start with none. We add another one, size. I think we can even click right on that little text icon here, and then we can call it, small. So here, I always liked using rem, so 0 rem, and this could be 0.5 rem. You get the concept. So let's look into Webflow and see this in action. So what did I do? So let's start styling, give it a little bit of style to this header, because there's a few different ways you can actually set up your variables. You can do it the way I just showed you, or you can do it right directly in the right editing panel. So here we have our heading. We scroll here to the right, and let's add a size to it. But because 24 feels a little bit small, what about we give it a 64? So you see that little bubble here opening up if you just hover over the left corner of a field. And right here on that little plus icon, we can add actually something like new variables. It's really cool. So let's add, maybe here we call this font size / oh, I should write it properly, / and then this could be a H1. And we're gonna set this to a value of 64. That looks much better. So let's jump into variables real quick to see what's happening. So here we added a new folder, or like a new group. Maybe group is a better name for it, right? So with an H1. Let's go back into this. So same here for our paragraph. We might want to say like 14 is a little bit small. So we add another variable and we call it font size. And this is paragraph. And we like to have this an 18. So this is a start, but what about our design? Our design still looks really dull, really boring. So let's change it up a little bit, right? Let's give it some more colors. So what are we changing? What are we taking? So our primary color, I'm taking green, like what are we taking here? Let's check out maybe some bluish color here. This could be a light blue here. This could be a little bit more of a, like something extreme. Like, yeah, it's just something a little bit more like this. And last but not least, we want to give it just like some darker tones. Like, yeah, somewhere around here. So, drum roll. Let's see what is happening to our design. This looks different. That looks much better. So, but that's not it. You can even use variables within interactions. And this is where it really unleashes its full potential, or it's even like it's crazy powerful. So let's jump into interactions. I have set it up here on my hero grid with like the way I did it actually doesn't really matter. In my interactions, I created a page trigger which has a mouse move in viewport interaction, which I called variant interaction. And this is all set to basics. And let me really quickly just trigger it on all devices. So what did I do here? I changed the colors on mouse movement. I choose some primary color, accent color, and same goes for here. And you can, it doesn't stop with colors. It also goes to border radius. Wherever you use variables in your design, you can now use them in your interactions. So how would this looks in reality? What I did, I tried it out before. As you see, I set it up. There's one downside to it. So when you set this up, as you know from other interactions, you always have to set like an initial color. So if you set your initial color here, you need to see this little blue shaded, otherwise it won't work. So even if we go in here, we just change it to our blue shades. Sometimes you just need to change it a notch, but that could be improved. There's definitely room for improvement. So let's go into here and just give it this, our nice starting color we actually just set up. So it does remember the position. It doesn't remember the color. And right, so let's preview this, right? So how does it go? So we go from the mouse from left to right, and while we're doing this, it is supposed to change. And my computer is a little bit laggy right now, but you should actually see that change happening right now. Let's preview this here. I think this is absolutely incredible what you can do with it. So we're literally changing the design, the colors. You can do, I think there's like the websites that are gonna come out in the future just by leveraging this power of this new functionality is absolutely stunning. It will give you like, yeah, it enables you to literally just like create an entire new usability experience. I love that. I could play around with this all day. Like this is just, I love it. I literally love it. And this is just a start. This is, yeah, just the beginning. There is more, and I will create other videos about all the other updates that Webflow has provided us. And you probably also recognize they got a new logo, so they want to go like even further than they ever did. I think Webflow is an amazing platform, and all the new updates they recently released are absolutely incredible. And yeah, more about this next week. Stay tuned. If you liked that video, give me some thumbs up. Much appreciated. Otherwise, see you soon. Have a good day. Ciao.